This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News. We are at Mobile Beat Las Vegas 2015. We're looking at some of the cool stuff, and I've got my friend Ken here. Ken, it's good to see you.
John?
It's
good
great to see you.
Brother.
We're at the B52 booth, and you have been demonstrating one of the very popular lines of speakers here in B52s, and I think a lot of people would like to hear about some of the new updates and such, because you were telling me about some things that I didn't even know, and I kind of follow along. I didn't even know that some of these things were on the B52 speakers these days. So
sure.
Let's go through and talk about all the speakers we have here.
You bet. Let's do it.
Well, Ken, we start off with a large and in-charge sound option here. What do we have?
What we have here is the ActPro series. The subwoofer is a folded horn design. It's the ActPro HD series. The HD series is new, and it includes BBE processing. So you don't need your outboard BBE processor. It's built in.
So what kind of things can they do with that processor that is now built in?
It's an EQ curve that allows you to kind of tailor the sound a little more to what you want. You can just kind of sweeten things up a little, make it a little more like what you might want, add a little more punch, just depending on the event you're doing and what you're trying to get out of the speaker. We have the ActPro2015, which is a 215 with a horn. The amplifiers are built in, very easy to use. Easy to deploy. The folded horn puts out a lot of low end. We use these at the DJ Takeover on Monday night, and they were very, very impressive.
And what I like about this combination is that I'm a taller guy, as you are you, and that horn is still up above the height of most of the people in the audience.
Yes, you get some good throw out over the crowd with it that way. You can also use the 1515s by themselves. You don't need to use them as a sub. They're a full range cabinet that can be used, just a pair of them with your DJ console, and you're all set.
Yeah, they are a nice looking cabinet. I like that nice clean look, the rounded front. Just really is an appealing box.
Well, thank you. And if we move down, we have the ActPro 18S sub. That's a front loaded 18-inch sub. Once again, the amplifier and everything's built in. You go into it with both your right and your left, so you can come off of it to some satellites, or you can just use it by itself. This is the ActPro 15, which is a single 15 with a horn. And again, amplifiers are all built in. It's real easy to go in, out of it. You can use it on top of the sub, or you can use it by itself.
Now, Ken, we've just talked about two, of course. We talked about a folded horn, and you've talked about a front load in the subs. Now, what's the difference in the two?
The difference is really where you're going to use them. A front-loaded sub has its effective area is closer to the front of the cabinet. It's for smaller venues, closer work. A folded horn is got a much longer throw, so you want to use those for outdoor shows, bigger rooms. You'll see sometimes at concerts, they'll have the folded horns to throw the bass way out into the auditorium, and then they'll have front loaded on top of that to put some punch in the front part of the audience.
Oh, very neat, very neat. I guess I learned something today. But now we have another sub next to us. Let's go check that one out.
What we have here is a very popular item. B52 has been making this setup since the early 2000s. This is the Matrix 2500, and it's an 18-inch sub, and it has 12-inch two-way satellites with it. It's a whole system. You buy it all together. The amplifier is built into the sub, so it's very compact, very easy to deploy, very easy to use, and you get some very good sound out of the 18-inch sub, and a couple of stands, your system, and you're done. You got everything.
So that particular system, we're seeing the sub and one of the tops right there.
Yeah, the other one's up on a stand up here.
Oh, okay, nice. How heavy are those 12-inch two-ways?
I don't know the exact weight off the top of my head, but they're really not too bad. And as you can see, you don't have to be me to be able to pick them up. They're light. Since the amplifier is built into the subwoofer, there's nothing extra. You just have the standard speak-on connection, and it makes them very light to pick them up and put them on a stand.
And with that speak-on connection, you've got a solid connection that's not going to get yanked out during the show.
They lock in very well.
Oh, very nice.
It's an industry standard.
That's sweet. What a great idea. Now this is the 2500, and I see that we have a little bit smaller top. I'm guessing we have not only the large one, we've got a smaller system right here.
This is the Matrix 1500. It's a 15-inch sub with the smaller satellites. Same concept, amplifiers are all built in, it's all ready to go. This one's a little lighter, a little smaller. You can fit this in the back of most cars.
Now, one of the questions with these smaller systems like this, Ken, I've even gotten that at this show, is my microphone. How much headroom do I have? If I'm playing music and I want to have a little bit more for my microphone to come out, are guys going to find the headroom with a small system like this?
Yes. I have been using the predecessor to this for over 11 years. And I've never had any problem at any events. The nice thing about these is all of these products work on kind of a building block sort of scale.
Okay.
If you need some more, you can add some more. I do events where I will take out 2 of the Matrix 2500s, and I'll run one on the right channel and one on the left channel.
Oh, yeah.
And I even do bands. I've done live bands with these.
Wow.
And we'll put 2 of the satellites pointing out at the audience and the other 2 on the stage as monitors for the band. So you can use these for a lot of things, and if you need more, you just add more.
Nice.
It's like with the ActPro series. You can stack up, you need one 18-inch sub, you need 2, you need 4, you need 12. You can stack up as many of them as you need to. They're very power efficient. The Matrix 2500, running at full output, with my DJ console plugged in, everything on the same outlet, is under an amp of electrical draw. So they're very efficient. You can use them all over the place. The low end on them is incredible. I've had bands that have played through them tell me that they sounded better through my system than they've sounded through their own PA.
Yeah. So Ken, we've looked at a lot, but there's one more, and this is kind of a sweet looking box.
Right.
So let's move around and take a look at this guy.
This is the ActPro 12M. It is a 12-inch in the ActPro series. Once again, all powered, all ready to go. And this can also be used, it's got the feet on here, to be used as a stage monitor. We use these, again, we used a pair of these at the DJ takeover, so that the guys that were spinning had these on the floor, and these were their monitors.
Very nice. Now, Ken, I was looking at this, and it seems that the cone for the horn is just a little bit. It's just a little bit different than some of the other cabinets. Now, why did they do that?
Well, because the other cabinets are designed to be standing up.
Okay.
So you want their pattern to go a certain way to cover the audience. The 12M, the ActPro 12M, is designed to be used straight up like this, or laying on its side.
Oh.
So you have to have equal dispersion, so whichever way you're using it, you still get the same coverage.
Very nice, very nice. And this is, you were mentioning the efficiency. This is a very efficient, strong, powerful cabinet.
They have a very strong output. That's something very important for a monitor speaker.
Sure.
Is to be able to just punch through so that singers can hear what they're doing, so DJs can hear for their mix. Yeah. You want to be able to, really get it to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Rather than, it's kind of in the background, there's a speaker there, but your mains are covering it. Yeah, exactly. You don't want that.
That's not a good thing, not a good thing. So if people would like to find out more information about B52 speakers, where could they go and check those out? www.b52pro.com, b52pro.com. And we'll put that link in the description below so you guys can check this out. But we're at Mobile Beat Las Vegas 2015.
Yeah, baby.